Hi, I'm Lauren Myers and I'm a dietetic intern working here at the Lynnwood Food Bank. And today I'm going to show you how to make a super simple vegan recipe. All you're going to need is chickpeas, some tomato sauce, a little bit of oil, either olive oil or canola oil, whatever you have, and some greens. This can be any sort of greens that you can cook. So like spinach, chard, collard greens, anything like that. And the first thing we're gonna do is just take about a tablespoon, or I like to just say a generous glug of oil. And your olive oil and your canola oil, it's all going to have higher monounsaturated fats, which contain antioxidants and actually make this anti-inflammatory and heart healthy, as we can see right there. So then once the oil is heated up, we want to heat it on about medium heat. We're going to take our can of chickpeas. I already strained these, but you're going to want to strain off all the liquid. And you can see we chose low sodium for these so that we can lower our sodium intake. And we're just going to plop it in. A little loud. Hopefully you can hear me. Turn that down a little bit. And these chickpeas, they contain both protein and fiber to help keep you fuller for longer. And they're also very inexpensive, you know, something you can find here at the food bank. And you can do any sort of canned bean you want in this recipe. We're going to let these warm up for a minute. And chickpeas alone are not a complete protein. So if you combine these chickpeas with some rice, like if you serve this over rice, it would make it a complete protein. That way you're getting all of the amino acids you need in a vegan or vegetarian diet. Okay, now that we have our chickpeas all nice and warm, the next thing we're going to do is take our tomato sauce. Ooh. There we go. And we're just going to slowly pour it in. Try not to let any of it splash up. And once we have it evenly coated, we can turn up the heat a little bit higher to like a medium high and give that a nice stir. So the nice thing about using tomatoes from either a jar or a can is that they're already pretty cooked, pretty broken down, and the more you cook tomatoes, the more you're able to absorb the vitamin A from them. So you want to find tomato paste is actually the most nutritious. So you can even make your own tomato sauce using some tomato paste and some cut tomatoes and just kind of blending that all up together if you're feeling creative. And once this red sauce is pretty warm, we're going to take about a cup of spinach. Now, when you're putting in spinach, I'm sure most of you know, it cooks down very teeny tiny. So this recipe might call for a cup, but you can put in as much as you want. So I'm just going to grab a few handfuls, really cover the top here. And we're going to let that cook down. You'll see just how small it's going to end up. And spinach is a great option because it is jam-packed with tons of nutrients, vitamin C, vitamin K, folate, iron, and even calcium. This is a great way to get calcium and iron into your diet if you're vegan. All right, We're gonna let this cook for about 5 minutes and I'll see you when it's done. All right, so as you can see here, our spinach is nice and cooked down. And you can see it's taking up a lot less space than it was when we first put it in there. So don't be afraid to really fill up that whole pan with as many greens as you'd like, because it's all going to cook down and give you all nice nutrients. And that's it.